JT Miller, who signed that extension. You know, there was all the talk they were going to move him, and then they ended up signing an extension. And Frankie pops up on your board again a year later. Why is this the ultimate case of buyer's remorse already in Vancouver?
I don't know if it's so much buyer's remorse as it is the Canucks are desperate for flexibility on their cap. And they're going to probably get some at the end of the day with Besser. But then you still have a ton of money tied up in wingers. And what is JT Miller? Is he a center or is he a winger? I personally think he's a winger. Some teams see him as a center. Some teams see him as a winger. And the big question is, with JT Miller's no trade clause kicking in on July 1, do you want to get out ahead of that? And do you think that there's a team out there that says, yeah, we would sign JT Miller to a 7-year deal for $8 million? Is there a team out there that would actually pay that price on the open market, in a market that, if you look ahead to the summer, is not all that sexy? He may be one guy out there that's a difference maker. And I think the Canucks are just, they're intrigued at the idea. First off, they're open to anything, I think. And two, I think there's enough, the reason he ends up on my board is from talking to other teams, there's been enough conversation internally in front offices about JT Miller that I don't think you can totally close the door on the idea that he's traded.
Yeah, it'll be a tough trade for sure. It has to be a team where they feel he'll fit in better with them. He's got some ability. That would be a fascinating. I'm trying to think of a team that signed a guy to an extension that didn't kick in for the next year and then dealt him. Trying to think if it's ever happened.
Well, and then think about unraveling the spool and thinking about what impact that might have had on Bo Horvat and how that went down. Like, had you not signed JT Miller, would you then have re-signed Bo Horvat?
Yeah, maybe. But here's the thing. I remember a few have told me, if you make a mistake or a move that you don't like, to just say, wow, geez, I don't want to go off of it because of optics. Then you're just then you're just stuck in mud. If they truly believe he's not the guy for them, then bite the bullet, make the move, and move forward.
And let me tell you this. That is a hallmark of Jim Rutherford's career. When he has made a move that has not worked, he moves on. That was the story in Pittsburgh. That was the story in Carolina. He doesn't let it sit there and linger or fester. So if he truly believes that Miller was a mistake, and I don't know that, then I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them move on. I just wouldn't want to be in a spot, if you're considering it, to then wait a year after you give JT Miller more power. If you're going to rip the Band-Aid off, do it now.
100%, because it doesn't have the no move clause. It makes a whole lot of sense.